Hi Aquarius, welcome to your November read. I've got a couple of different oracle decks to use today, and for both of the decks your card flipped out while I was shuffling, so we'll have a look at those in a sec though. For your Celtic cross spread, we're starting with the Queen of Wands crossed by the Eight of Wands. Okay, interesting. Got the Four of Cups at the bottom, the Star in your recent past. Ooh, the Seven of Swords in your crown. Wow, you have the World in your near future. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting, 3 pentacles in that line there. And wow, your outcome is the Hierophant. Someone else had the Hierophant in their outcome. That is a very powerful card in that position. I think it was Scorpio. If you've got any Scorpio in your chart, you might want to check that out, because to have that outcome in both reads is quite unusual. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords. And the Three of Swords with the Four of Swords. Oh my goodness. What's all this mental energy going on here, Aquarius? Right. This explains your oracle cards a little bit more clearly. Both of them came out and I was like, really? Is this the energy I need to look at right now? Look, there's some anxious thoughts going on. This is a lot of head energy. You're in your head, stress and anxiety. There's something around a perceived grief or loss. Now, I say perceived because these 3 cards are all swords. And the only other swords you have in your spread is in the crown of your reed, which is the conscious position. There's a lot of mental energy going on. And this particular Four of Swords is asking you to go quiet and reconnect back in with your heart instead of being stuck in your head. You've got a Four of Cups there as well. So it's asking you to go quiet and still and gentle and reconnect with your heart. Try to get out of these anxious thoughts. Perhaps revisit that Three of Swords, that disappointment, that grief or heartbreak or loss. Come at it from a heart space rather than just looking at it from your head. Now, I'm going to show you the oracle cards and we'll go into it a little bit more because they are very connected to that Nine of Swords energy. From the Starseed Oracle, we have the Great Severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. I mean, that is exactly what these 3 cards are talking about. There's a lot of mental energy going on, and this card is basically asking you to sever those ties to whatever is keeping you stuck in those thought patterns, whatever's keeping you in that state of anxiety. If you're a doom scroller, or if you're paying too much attention to politics or dramas happening in your family or with your friend group or at work, or if you're stressing about the state of the planet, what these cards are all asking you to do is to get out of your head a bit, give yourself a bit of a break, connect back in with your heart and soften to love. That's basically what that Three of Swords was saying as well. Let those thoughts move into the heart space. Come at it from a heart-centered perspective. This is not saying that it's going to fix everything that you're worrying about, but it's going to help you deal with it better. Whatever this is that you're anxious about, you're stressing about, thinking about too much, it will help you cope better when you come at it from a space of heart-centeredness. You'll find your inner balance. Let's have a look at your Sacred Spirit Oracle card. So this is the gorgeous back of these cards. It's so pretty. This is Guardian. Guard your energy. I mean, honestly, when I saw those 2 cards, I was like, really? But when I saw that Nine of Swords, like, okay, I get it. So they're basically asking you to stop with the doom scrolling, to try to step away from whatever conflict is around you and focus more on your heart. This is a time to nurture yourself right now. It's like something has just been niggling at you and it's built up in your head to the point that you might be having sleepless nights. You might be obsessing over something to the point that you're not able to relax at all. That's not healthy for you and it's not healthy for the people around you. And it actually makes you less effective to change anything around you. These cards are all asking you to connect back in with your heart, soften your energy, guard your energy against all of this stress, against the anger and conflict around you, whether it's directly connected with you or something that you're just witnessing. Try to disconnect from that. Guard your energy. Look after yourself this month. I suspect that what's happening is you're very open right now and you're absorbing a lot of stuff. It's time to nurture yourself a bit more right now. Let November be a time for you to nurture yourself. to look after yourself, connect back in with your heart and restore your energy a bit more. It's really interesting that that's the energy governing the read and this month, because the main spread looks really positive. That's why I do feel like it's mostly your head stuff. I mean, that's what the swords are. That's what these are. This is all head stuff. It's really your thoughts that are in the way, because this is looking really great. The star in your recent past is incredibly positive. This is some kind of wish fulfillment. This is something that's brought a sense of hope and optimism in your life recently. It's almost like something really good happened to you recently that's allowed you to kind of breathe a bit easier, and it's made you even more aware of the dramas and chaos and conflict around you. And so you've got caught in your head about it all. But this is such a positive energy to start this read. This is the universe shining on you right now. So this is the energy that you can tap into instead of this mental stuff, if you're able to reconnect back in with your heart and find that sense of balance and calm again, guarding your energy against those anxious thoughts and the conflicts around you. The heart of your spread, again, this is so positive. You have this Queen of Wands. She's a powerhouse energy. She's got charisma to spare. She's very attractive to the people around her. She has this sunflower, which is that potential for joy. That's reflective of the sun card. She's also holding a magic wand and has a little black cat at her feet, indicating that she's very connected to magic in her life. She has the ability to transform her inner landscape. So this feels like it's in your hands, these swords energies. I feel like you're the only one that can transform your perspective on this issue by guarding your energy and softening to love. You're not going to fix the world by doing this, but you're going to be in a much better space to create the positive change within you and within your world that you really want to see. The Eight of Wands in the challenge position. Wow, something wants to come in for you, Aquarius, something really positive. This is news, information, fresh new energy that's a gift from the universe. It wants to come in. It's like banging on the door to be let in. It wants to come in and sweep you off into a brand new adventure. Like, look at this line across here. This is incredibly powerful energy. You have so much available to you, but this Eight of Wands is in the challenge position. It's sideways. Your thoughts are blocking this energy from coming in. You're so caught up in your stress and anxiety, or in whatever situation around you is causing you to be locked in your head and filled with anxiety and stress, that you're blocking these new opportunities from coming in. Okay, we'll move on, because it's really just you getting in your own head and getting in your own way. Everything's going to work out, I promise you. These three oracle cards all saying the same thing. It's not often that I get that much of a blaring message in a read, with that Three of Swords under there as well. This is all saying that you just need to get out of your head and connect back in with your heart. Guard your energy. Look after you. The crown of your spread, obviously you have the Seven of Swords because you're in your head. So the Seven of Swords is a card of deception and sneakiness. And I feel like what this is pointing to is the fact that your thoughts are sabotaging you right now. There is so much good stuff around you, Aquarius. This month is filled with amazing potential, starting with that star card in your recent past. There is so much positivity available here for you. Don't let your thoughts sabotage your enjoyment of this month. As much as you can, connect back in with your heart. Bottom of the spread, you have the Four of Cups. This is another one that is asking you to keep your heart open because it's in the subconscious position. This, for me, almost feels like a warning that it's going quite deep. The longer you stay in this anxious Mars energy, the longer you stay in that stressful mind state, the more you're closing your heart off, and it'll just take longer to open yourself up to these offers that are coming in, these new opportunities that the universe is trying to bring in for you. The other message of the Four of Cups is about meditation. This is like your heart calling from your subconscious, saying, meditate, connect back in with me, go quiet, listen to what I'm trying to say, because we want to feel joy again. Your heart is asking you to pay attention to it. That's what that Three of Swords is saying, and that's what this Four of Cups is saying. It's what this Four of Swords is saying as well. Connect in with your heart. Oh my goodness, same message over and over again. And when you do connect in with your heart with this Four of Swords, this is basically opening the way to the message that wants to come through with that Eight of Wands. It's allowing you to be receptive, to receive the wisdom from the universe, to receive the new ideas and new possibilities that want to come in for you. So do keep your heart open. If you can meditate, do so. If you're not a meditator, whatever is your option, your replacement for meditation that helps you connect in with your heart, do that as much as you can this month. Reconnect with your joy. Recognize that there are wonderful things around you right now, Aquarius. Your world is changing, the world in your near future. I do feel like a lot of you are focusing on the difficulties, the conflicts, the stress at a world scale, like at a big scale. This world card is saying your world is changing. Focus on your world. This is the ending of a cycle and the starting of a brand new cycle. And you want your new cycle to be fed by this positive, encouraging, hopeful, optimistic star and this incredibly powerful Queen of Wands. You don't want your new cycle to be built on the foundations of stress and worry and anxiety. So give yourself a little bit more internal focus this month. Build up your joy, your sense of play, your sense of gratitude, your sense of fun. Your advice with the Ace of Pentacles, it's all the same message, really. The universe really wants to come in. This is like the Ace of Cups and that Four of Cups there. This Ace of Pentacles is opportunities being handed to you by the universe, and it's asking you to be open to them. It's just what the Eight of Wands is. It's something that wants to come in to plant a new seed and open doorways for you. You just need to be open to it. I'm going to keep saying the same things over again because it's in almost every card here. It's just asking you to be open to the joy, to the new seeds, to the new possibilities that are being gifted to you right now. Keep your heart open to this. Let yourself walk through these gateways. It's very exciting. You just need to be able to recognize it. I'm not diminishing your stress and anxiety, by the way. I know what it is to get caught in our thoughts, in our stresses, in our worries and anxieties. And I don't want you to feel like I'm disregarding that because, again, I know what it's like. It's just that all of these cards are indicating that your thoughts are genuinely the only thing standing in the way of you having a really incredible November. So the more you can get out of your thoughts and release that anxiety and connect back in with your heart, the more fun you'll have, the more joy you will find, and the more you will actually be able to implement changes in your world and in the world at large. That's a powerful message with that world card. But you are a powerful Aquarius. Okay. The external factors, the King of Pentacles. There are two things here. What I'm sensing is that you, from this space of stress and anxiety, the space of conflict, would see this King of Pentacles as the greed and corruption of the people around you, of the world around you in general, and that disparity between the haves and the have-nots. What this King of Pentacles is asking you to see is that there is abundance everywhere you look if you're able to see it, that there's joy and blessings everywhere and you can create more of that, but you can't see it if you've got your face in your hands, stressed and worried and anxious. If you can see the potential for abundance and growth everywhere, you can create more abundance everywhere, but you just need to remove your hands from your face. That Nine of Swords, you need to take your hands down and look around, connect back in with your heart and open yourself up to a higher wisdom that will allow you to manifest your vision for your life and the world at large into reality. That's what the King of Pentacles is promising. He's got that golden scepter. He and the Empress in this deck are the only ones that have that particular golden orb scepter. That's the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to gold. He can create his own abundance. The more you resist that and focus on the negative aspects of it, the more those negative aspects of it get fed. I think Eckhart Tolle says, what you resist persists. So the more you resist something, the more energy you're feeding it, and it's just going to grow. So instead of focusing on the negative aspects, reconnect back in with your heart, come from a higher place. Ignore it completely if that's the only way you can see beyond it, and just focus on your heart energy, on your quiet, gentle joys. Soften to love, connect with your friends and family, connect with your pets, your hobbies, the things that bring you joy. The more you bring joy into your heart, the more joy you will spread around you. And that will just keep growing. Okay, I'm moving on. The Seven of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. This is a very ambiguous energy for the hopes and fears. It's almost like you're trying to figure out what you want. It's a very vague energy that I'm picking up from that card in that position. It's because your heart and your head are so out of sync right now that your hopes and fears are not coming into focus. So what is it that you really, really want? And that's where the stress comes from. That's why we get stressed, but when our heart and our head are not in alignment. And that's why that Four of Swords is the perfect energy for you. It's about going quiet, connecting in with your heart, connecting your thoughts with your heart, just like in that Three of Swords as well, and being more receptive to the higher wisdom. But I'm not worried. Like Scorpio, you have the Hierophant in your outcome. He's a powerhouse. He has the ear of God. He has a higher calling, a higher purpose. He can bring that high spiritual message into manifestation, coming right alongside that King of Pentacles. I mean, these three cards leading right back from that Star card. This is your opportunity to change the world and create the world that you want. You can either see this King of Pentacles as full of greed and self-indulgence, or you can see it as the potential to manifest an abundant existence for yourself and everyone around you that you care about. And this Hierophant is saying it's time to come into balance with that. It's time to seek your higher calling as the Aquarius that you are and bring into manifestation the highest purpose, to manifest abundance of spirit, abundance of heart, of connection with nature, with people, with your highest spirit, with your highest calling, and seeing the good in abundance, in having wealth and security. I feel like that will help balance things out for you and will actually allow you to recognize that you are allowed to have material abundance and still be a good person and still be a highly spiritual, wise individual, to have emotional satisfaction. All right, look, it's time to pull some clarifiers. This is quite an intense read. Let's see what we can get for you. I'm going to pull first on what I was looking at. I was actually looking at these two cards, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. I wanted to see if I could find a balance between them, and the Hermit flipped out straight away. So that is very much about balancing heart and head. It's the perfect reflection for what this read is about. There's actually a vertical infinity symbol there, if you can see that. This permanent, constant connection, this constant flow between heart and higher wisdom. This is very much what this Four of Swords, again, was pointing at, connecting your heart with that higher wisdom, connecting your thoughts with your heart, moving that self-deception, getting out of your head and making sure that your heart has a voice here. Okay, oh my goodness, the Fool. Well, these major arcana coming through for you, Aquarius. And we have the Seven of Pentacles again. Wow, okay, you've got it twice. This, in this position as a clarifier, has much more action involved. As that hopes and fears, that kind of internal energy, it felt very ambiguous and like there wasn't a lot of action able to be taken until you figured out what your heart and head really wanted. In this position, this is asking you to, sorry about that, I bumped the camera. So in this position, that Seven of Pentacles is actually asking you to take stock of what it is that you want to take forward with you, what it is that you want to focus on. Do you want to keep getting stuck in these endless thought patterns of anxiety and stress? Or do you want to embrace this brand new adventure as this Fool and embrace this Queen of Wands energy that is at the heart of your spread? This is who you're meant to be right now. You're meant to be sitting in this incredible Queen of Wands energy. And the way you can do that is by connecting in with your heart, taking time out to go quiet and still, connecting your head with your heart, embracing this brand new adventure as this Fool, The Fool is asking you to see things more innocently, more hopefully. Bring in some of that hope from the Star card. Don't focus on the negative so much. Try to sever yourself from that anger and that conflict. Soften to love. And that will put you in a much better position with that Seven of Pentacles to really figure out what it is you want in your life and what you want to leave behind as you move forward. Really important for you. I'm going to have a look at that Ace of Pentacles. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles, amazing. Okay, so many blessings coming your way. You just need to be open to it, Aquarius. This is your advice position. This is saying, look at all the things we want to give you. Just pay attention, have a look. It's all really positive. Okay, Page of Pentacles, amazing. Another Pentacle, wow. The Page of Pentacles is a wonderful student. He researches, he learns everything he needs to know. In this one, he's very grounded and he takes pleasure in looking at the seed that's already been planted and is just starting to grow. It's just the one sunflower that's growing, but he's taking so much time to enjoy it. I feel like this is sort of pointing towards that message I bring up a lot. It comes through a lot. Connecting with the simple things, those simple pleasures. Appreciate the magic that's around you instead of focusing on all the things that make you stressed and worried and anxious. Find those precious little things that bring you joy. That will help heal that stress and open your heart, connect you back in with that magic and that flow. That flow state is coming in again with that star. That was a big message all through October, being in the flow. But these 3 Pentacles, oh my goodness, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles as well. So many Pentacles. These are all saying you can take your time. You don't need to have it all figured out straight away. You can go slow. Do something a bit creative, that Queen of Pentacles. Recognize the blessings. Recognize the family and friends around you, particularly family with that 10 of Pentacles. Those people that you consider family, even if they're not your blood relatives. But also just one step at a time with this. Recognize the small things that you love, and bit by bit you'll start recognizing the larger things in your life that bring you joy, the bigger things in the world that are actually really special and beautiful and that make life worth living. The stress and the anxiety, you're not going to carry that with you when you go. You're going to carry the joy, the connections, the love that you have in your heart. So be open to all of these beautiful possibilities that are coming in. These are 3 very positive cards clarifying that Ace of Pentacles. Positive, beautiful energies surround you right now, Aquarius. It really, really is just your head that's getting in the way this month. I'm going to pull on the Hierophant. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of the King of Pentacles energy coming in as well when I pull this, because it keeps drawing me back. This is pulled so much towards that Knight of Swords energy. Every time I look at it, it's really your head and your vision of what the King of Pentacles means. Okay, she's one of my favorite cards in this deck. You got the Queen of Cups. Amazing. She loves life. She's someone who recognizes the joy and the blessings and the beautiful things in life. This is an energy you can really embody. Oh, wow, you've got the 8 of Wands. That's incredible. It's up right now. We had it in the challenge position. This is coming in for you, Aquarius. I'm actually feeling more and more that you are going to reconnect back in with your heart as we move towards the end of November. You'll step into that Hierophant energy. You will become that spiritual authority in your life. You'll get to choose what you focus on, and what you're going to focus on is connecting in with your heart, balancing your emotions, and finding the joy and the love in your life again. And that is going to open the door to let these 8 of Wands come sweeping in to bring you this fresh burst of energy. I feel like this is going to give you a new lease on life. By the time you get to the end of November, you're going to feel like life is fresh and wonderful again. Thank goodness. You deserve it. You really do, Aquarius. There's so many beautiful things around you, and you've built this. You've created this for yourself. This is just a hiccup in the road, whatever this stress and anxiety is around you right now, this conflict that you're focusing on. It's just a hiccup, and eventually it will let you see how beautiful life is, and that it's not worth focusing on the stress and the anxiety. Oh, wow. You got the Ace of Pentacles again. That was your advice card. Now it's like you're welcoming it in at last. Amazing, incredible. This is the new seed that's being planted for you. And because you're going to be in such a great space, this feels like it's just going to grow really quickly. You've planted something new. You've determined what you want your world to look like, and it's actually going to be incredibly positive. This is not going to dominate the rest of your life. It really is just a hiccup. It might feel like it dominates November, but again, it's just your mental space. And you're in charge with that Queen of Wands. You're in charge of this. You can shift this. You can transmute this into something really, really positive. And you're so going to do it as that Hierophant. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Amazing. You're building your path away from this stress. She can't see where she's going at this point, but she doesn't need to. She just knows that where she is right now, she doesn't want to be. She's built her own bridge across the river and she's crossing it to start this brand new adventure. You are going to take charge of this, Aquarius. I'm so happy for you. It's amazing. Let me pull 3 final message cards for you. Oh, the Two of Pentacles. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles flipped out as well. You got her twice too. Amazing. And the Knight of Swords. Wow, okay. At the bottom of the deck right now, you've got the Magician. He's the alchemist of the deck. You have that beautiful Six of Cups and the Ten of Wands. You're going to be fine, Aquarius. Really, this is all mental stuff. You're going to be able to get through this really well. He's the alchemist. He's going to alchemize the situation. He's going to transform lead into gold, transforming these anxious, stressful thoughts into something heart-centered and magical to create the new life that he wants. Now, these 3 final message cards, the Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and Knight of Swords. The Two of Pentacles is pointing to the decision that you need to make that has been throughout this whole read. You can choose to focus on the conflict, the stress, and the anxiety, or you can release that and focus on what brings you joy. The Queen of Pentacles is asking you to stay grounded, do something creative again, recognize the abundance that you already have within and without, and make a decision about where you want to go and take charge of that decision. That Knight of Swords, he just flies forward without stopping to think. He's a very fast-moving energy. These two are quite slow. It's like you can take your time, recognize the things that are holding you back, weigh up your decisions, figure out what it is that you're doing in your situation and what you want to focus on. Ground yourself, connect yourself with that inner abundance, and then once you've made your decision, don't second guess yourself. Fly forward, create the life that you want, and connect in with your heart. This is something brand new. Stay open to the blessings that the universe is bringing in for you because it's creating something amazing, Aquarius. This is kind of a big month for you, but it's going to be amazing. You're going to have a great time if you get out of your head, and by the end of it, it looks like you're going to be in a really good place. Best of luck.